Hey guys, welcome to part 2 of Weekend Diecast Haul. Like I said in part 1, really good haul, can't complain, some really cool cars. And yeah, let's get into what I found this week. Starting with the Hot Wheels Drift 5-pack. Neat little 5-pack. I wanted 4 out of the 5 of the cars in here. But it's always a win with most of the cars in here I wanted. The only one I don't care for is this thing called Bulletproof. Just don't care for this one. But that's it. The rest ones in here I like, starting with the custom 2018 Ford Mustang GT. This is a pretty neat little casting for a Ford Mustang. Don't really care for the paint scheme on it, but it's still pretty neat. So, yeah, I like how this Mustang looks. So, pretty neat little Ford Mustang. Next up is that's actually was the 2013 Ford Mustang. This one, the next one is the custom 2018 Ford Mustang. This one's a pretty cool version of this casting. I like the front end, I like that splitter that you can move. The wing back there, pretty neat little Mustang. So, I like this one as well. Of the two though, this is by far my favorite. The 2018 was a little bit better than the 2013 in this 5-pack, but still a neat little casting. So yeah, it's a pretty neat little Mustang. Next up is the 2017 Camaro ZL1. Oh, it's cool to find a ZL1 in the collection. No front decals, but that's alright. Side decals are okay. I just don't really care for the orange windshield there. But other than that, it's not that bad of a version. So, yeah, pretty neat little car. So I'm glad I added it to the collection. So that's pretty awesome. And last up is the Nissan Silvia S15. By far my favorite in this 5-pack. Rims are cool, I like the paint scheme. Yeah, it's just an awesome looking car. So I like the Nissan Silvia. The S15 is my favorite of the different versions out there. It's a pretty neat little car. No rear decals, so that's alright. Still a nice car though. I like the rims on it. So yeah, pretty neat. Glad I added it to the collection. And yeah, pretty awesome Silvia to add. Next up is the Revenger ST. Pretty neat little fantasy muscle car. Like the way it looks. Looks like a Charger. That's why I picked it up. So, yeah, it's a pretty neat little casting. Nothing too crazy. Pretty neat fantasy muscle car though. So I'm gonna add it to the collection. So yeah, that looks really cool. So I'm really glad to add that one to the collection as well. Next up is the Batman and Robin Batmobile in the Batman and Robin movie. Second version of this one. And it's a pretty neat little Batmobile. Not my favorite Batmobile, but it's pretty good looking. I like the rims, the open canopy. Pretty awesome front end though for this Batmobile. I like the wings in the back. It's a neat little new Batmobile to add to the collection. So I like the way it looks. So yeah, nothing too crazy. But it looks pretty good. Good to add. So yeah, I'm glad I added this one to the collection. That's an awesome Batmobile. Next up is the 64 Chevy Chevelle SS. Between the red and this tan color, I think I like the red a little bit more, but this tan's not that bad. Still glad to add it to the collection. Neat car. I like the paint scheme on it. The rims are okay. Not the biggest fan of the chrome interior, but it's still pretty cool. Nice little casting. So, yeah, nothing too crazy here, but pretty awesome car to add. So, yeah, that's a nice little Chevelle. Next up is the 67 Ford GT40 Mark IV. Oh, let's take this casting. It's a pretty nice version of it. British green, I think, there. Like the rims. Love that front end of this car. Rear's pretty nice too, but it's an awesome, like, Le Mans style car from the 60s. So I'm always happy to find a new version of this casting. So, pretty neat version too. So yeah, just happy to add a new version of this car in my collection. So, pretty awesome. So that's a nice little Ford GT to add. Next up's the 84 Mustang SVO. It's a nice Mustang casting. I love the Fox body Mustangs, and this SVO is pretty neat. Rims are okay. I like the paint scheme though. It has a Ford symbol up front. Has rear decals too. It's an awesome, awesome Mustang. To add to the collection. I like this SVO a lot. Definitely one of my favorite Mustang castings out there. So it's a pretty neat little Mustang. So I'm really gonna add it to the collection. It looks really good. So yeah, pretty neat Mustang there. Next up in the last main line is the 92 Ford Mustang. Even older casting than the SVO, but it's the one I'd like to collect as well. Collected this one for a long time. It's a pretty neat one. Has the front decals, no rear, but side decals are pretty neat on it. Pretty decent little Mustang. Definitely one of my favorite versions of this casting. So yeah, not too bad. Glad to add it. And yeah, it looks really good. So that's pretty awesome little mainline Mustang as well. That's it for mainlines. Next up is a new Johnny Lightning I found. It is this IndyCar. Don't know exactly who drives it, but it's cool to add a new IndyCar version I don't have. This is a cool one. It's metal on metal with rubber tires, which is really neat. Pretty awesome to have this version of an IndyCar in my collection. Love the way it looks. Pretty awesome, especially being metal on metal. So I just really like how this car looks. Pretty awesome. Can't complain. It's cool to have a different version of an IndyCar in my collection. So, yeah, I'm really glad to add this to the collection. This is really awesome looking. So that's an awesome IndyCar. And yeah, I'm really glad to add it to the main collection, and it's an awesome find as well. Next up, some new GOAT series, starting with Alex Bowman's Best Friends paint scheme from this year. I like these Best Friend paint schemes because I'm a dog lover too. I have a dog as well, so it's awesome that he does this every year. It's a neat version of it too. Definitely one of my favorite versions. I like all the paw prints on it and the dog and the cat there. Just looks really nice. It's cool to race a scheme earlier in the season, so yeah, it looks really good. So I'm really gonna add it to the collection. Can't go wrong with it. So yeah, pretty awesome looking ally scheme from this past year. And it's cool that he keeps doing this each year, so that's definitely my favorite version he's done so far. Next up is Josh Berry's Mobile One. I think it's the 100th anniversary paint scheme for Mobile One. So really cool to add this to the collection. So yeah, this is a really awesome paint scheme. I love the gold on it with the Mobile One right there. That new Ford Mustang Dark Horse. It's just awesome looking. Like the rear end as well. Just a cool looking Mustang. So yeah, not too bad at all with casting. And a pretty cool version to add to the collection. So yeah, I like this Josh Berry casting a lot. And it's a pretty nice looking paint scheme. It's like that little stance it has there should be like that, but not bad. I'm really glad to add it to the collection, so that's awesome. It's an awesome car to add. Next up is Ross Chastain's Busch Light Fishing paint scheme from this year. Neat car to add to the collection. Like the way it looks. course, this one's on the base. That's alright. Like the way the card looks. It has 4 numbers. Just looks really good. They've been a good version of the Bass Pro Shop card too. So, love the way this card looks. This is really nice looking, and yeah, actually better a version of Ross Chastain's Bass Pro Shop fishing card. So that's awesome to find. And last up is SPG's 16 WeatherTech card from this year. Really cool to find this card. Saw that race in person at Glen a few months ago. And this is an awesome paint scheme. So I'm really going to add it to the collection. Just looks really good. Look at that foiled 16 right there. Front end looks really nice. And it's just an awesome car. So I'm really going to add it to the collection. There's a Ricky Stripes right there. Because it's did part-time in this car. So, awesome car. Really got to add it to the collection. And yeah, just glad to finally find this one as well. So, so yeah, that's an awesome card to add to the collection as well. So yeah, that's all I found this week. Pretty good haul, can't complain. Some awesome new additions as well. So yeah, if you guys want more videos like this, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. And thanks again for the support of this channel as always. And yeah, if you guys want more videos like this, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I'll see you guys in the next video. I'll talk to you guys next time.